zone, you are a good backup for the sex, right? Like if the one day when the thing is just tricking somebody, it's just like, this my friend is there, I can understand.
Yes.
Do not blur lines. Let's just do this and go back to our normal friendship, right? Like yeah, we're back. So Jesse, are you leaning towards monogamy or polygamy?
Well, I'm leaning towards monogamy.
Monogamy.
Yeah, because that's all I've ever known in terms of upbringing, family, and everything. I mean, as during my days in the university, I've tried trying to do something like the other way around, and it didn't really work for me because I feel like I don't have the mental energy to do it. Especially these days, everyone is very calculative in a relationship. Everybody's always calculating and always wanting to think that the other person is not acting right based on past experience. So I wonder how people who do it. I mean, it takes a lot of intelligence to be able to pull it through, unless if where everybody knows that it's a polygamous setting. I mean, that's a different thing. But if you're trying to do like the smart way whereby you have three and none of them know each other, the guy must be very, very intelligent. And and I think he should be using his intelligence for many other things apart from that.
Like it's not the intelligence of shuffling women.
Because people are very calculative today in relationships. Personally, like I do, for me, one man, one woman. At that time, if it's 6 months, 1 year, it's fine. I can take a break, do one man, one woman again, continuously like that, until I find the right person and then clean out on it. But I've been in relationships whereby both partners were not even faithful. So it's not so easy like that to even be with one person and be able to love the person consistently for a long time. It's a lot of work. So I mean, for me, that's it.
I was gonna bring up with when you guys said something. I mean, we pretty much touched everything I wanted to talk about, but I just want to bring up something. When you guys said that, like meeting one friend, right, or dating one person, and you guys being friends, and you stay for like how many months, and you realize this person cannot really be the one or like the serious person you want to be with, and you say starting the process again is draining. I was going to say that for me, I don't necessarily feel it's draining, and I feel like the reason why it may feel draining is because of your mindset, like your approach towards it, right? Like I feel like you have some subconscious pressure on you for the thing to go somewhere. So you feel like when it doesn't, it's like, oh my gosh, I have to start again. But
let me say why I think. Okay, let me say why I feel that it's draining. Why I agree totally with Tony on that issue. Because, for example, I have a very funny schedule. I sleep by 11. I wake up by 5. I've been with someone who it took like 8 months to understand that. Like it was tough. Like it was tough for the person to really understand that. He wakes up by 5. Like why is he waking up by 5? Why is he sleeping by 11? Why is he not watching Netflix with me until like 1, 2? I mean, he's not going to wake up until 9. Why does he have to wake up by 5 every morning? That's a schedule that she never liked. So imagine you did that for like 8 months with somebody, and then she finally starts understanding.
You have to start that again. Okay, I get what you guys are coming from in that area. Like having to, I guess maybe I'm just an unserious person. So
no, I know. I don't know.
Somebody over again, even if it's even for casual things, right?
I'm being true to myself, to be honest, and because I tell you, I enjoy getting to meet and know people, right?
I do myself,
so
and that's general. People
not even just general, because
for someone,
it's
not easy to find affection for someone and hold in on it. So to start that thing over again.
But when he's saying,
Chika, bring your friend.
No, but when he's saying this, like it's not necessarily that there's like so for me.
I want to ask her a question. Bring her. Let me ask her
in general, that's what I was saying. Who was I talking? I don't know it was you, but I was saying in general, in the idea, with Emeka, the three of us were like, in general, the ideal situation is that I treat all my relationships the same way. For me, like in my perspective, my ideal situation, I treat all my relationships the same way. The only difference between a friend or a family member or some person and my romantic partner is the fact that I'm sleeping and having sex with that romantic partner. I mean, I'm sleeping and kissing that romantic partner, right? I'm just saying that's the difference. Even if it's for marriage, before I wait for it, that's the difference, right? I will still treat the person on with the same way I treat all my relationships, a friendship, and I care about you. I have your back. I want you to win. And then, so if I have, and that for me is affection, I'm showing you. Even as like, if I have a connection with a friend, it doesn't have to be romantic, but I've connected with you. I'm going to have affection for you. I'm going to care for you and treat you. The only difference is I will not kiss you, right? Because you're not my romantic partner.
I'm hearing all her side comments and it's just funny.
She said she's not caring for her. I don't mind that.
She's so pissed. She's like, she's so pissed. Like what? But then again.
So for me, that's why I feel like it's not like, I know it used to be draining for me at some point. So I've seen, it's not like it has never been. I've seen what that feels like, right? And there's a decision I probably just made in my head, or I just evolved and transcended to a different way of thinking. Maybe after certain things happened in my own personal life, and I just felt like, there's no real any pressure. I'm not really pressed. So if I marry, I don't marry. I'm not pressed. Like most people are like that, right? They don't need to marry, but they want it. I mean, I would like to marry, but at the end of the day, I'm just like, I just want to, and I said it in our last video, I just want to enjoy people in the moment. So I'm enjoying you in the moment. If it's 3 months it lasts for, I will make sure that I enjoy it. I put I put the efforts I needed to put in those 3 months. Enjoyed you, you enjoyed me. If it ends, okay, we was not meant to go on forever. I can start again and enjoy. I get to enjoy more people and more things. Like I said, somebody brought up something about platonic romance, right? It's platonic romance where it's like it doesn't come with sexual feelings, but you're getting romance still. You're feeling the same kind of feeling of romance and intimacy, but it's not necessarily sexual. It doesn't have anything sexual attached to it. And you can get that from your friends or someone that you connected with that maybe it's not just really entering sexual.
You're just friend zoning the guy, but continue.
Not friend zoning. Friend zoning, that's the thing. That friend zoning should not feel like a bad thing if you're giving everybody equal affection. It should not be such a bad thing. It's just that maybe that person really wants to have sex with you and you're not giving him the sex.
You're friend zoning him, but continue.
But there's some friends that if the person has sense, in that friend zone, you are a good backup for the sex, right? Like if one day when the thing is just tricking somebody, it's just like, this my friend is there, you can understand.
Yes.
Do not blur lines. Let's just do this and go back to our friendship, right? Like if the person has sense though, it's not everybody you can do that thing with because they can blur some lines, But if you people have the same kind of thinking, it's just like, we can just do these things. Like some friends agree that if at 40 they've not married, they can marry each other.
Wow.
Like they're not necessarily romantically connected, but they know that they're correct people and they will go well and they can make it work if they need to. But they are still looking out.
When they get to 40.
But they're still hoping to see if they can find someone they have that serious chemistry with or whatever. But if that doesn't work out, okay, we're level-headed, we can make you, because there are people that live together that are not romantically involved, but they are starting a family together. They live together, they have a family, they're raising a family together, but they are not romantically involved. So there are people like that, they don't have 4 heads. So it just all depends on your perspective and that's why what Man Alone said Tony said is right. Like you need to know what you can take, what you can handle. You need to know yourself, discover yourself, ask yourself questions. Can you really do this? Can you really not do this? So I mean, what I'm talking about, Jesus, is
like what
situation.
I think based on what you're saying, happiness is key anyway. And if you're happy, that's very important too. Because
but what is the key to happiness when in our society, growing up in a place like Nigeria where we are, there's only one model to being happy?
No, but now that we know other models, the freedom is not ours now. Because I mean, nobody's holding you down.
If we are bold enough to follow it though, and without a couple of people like Chika now are able to self-discover and know that exactly this is what works for her or this is what works for them. But what I found is that talking to a couple of people, they are just married, they are dating, they are doing all that stuff. They are not happy. They're just following a supposed model. But then, like every other day, they're out, they're cheating, they're like fucking other people, and then in their mind, they're monogamous. And I just laugh because it's just a failing model. It's a model that doesn't work for them. Like, you need to know what works for you and just follow it.
But Tony, if the model, what if the model is making them happy?
The model is making them happy. They just lack discipline. They want to be with one person. They just lack discipline to just stay with them.
But don't just feel that they want to be with one person. Actually, there are some people who are addicted to be with several people. Like, that's their model. That's how they were trained.
But can they follow it? Can they follow it through?
Can they also
follow it through?
Can you guys also bear?
There is no guarantee that the solo model still leads to happiness. There's no guarantee now. There are people who are 30 years in marriage and they are not happy. Like, they pretend all true.
Exactly.
They've not even had carnal. They've not had sex for like 15 years and they've been there 30 years, showing up that front. I know families like that, and even in the church, you know, people were like that 10 years, nothing, but they are happy. They're always smiling, but they've not done anything. At home, they are like tigers. When they come outside, they are like, you know, good friends.
Jesse has said that he's monogamous, like one woman, one man. Tony said he's still discovering himself. So Tony, I want to ask, in your discovery, and you've been asking yourself this question, do you think that if you're in an open relationship, that you will not mind that your girlfriend, because most men, when they say open relationship, they're just thinking of themselves being the one that's open. When they actually come to terms with the fact that this woman is also going to be sleeping with other men, they can't handle it.
So what I've like, honestly, before I moved here, there was not even like there was nothing like an open relationship in my dictionary. Like, I've never heard it. I've never discussed. It wasn't even an option. And I'm like, well, how do people even, like, you see these things in the movies and you're like, how is this even possible? But then you move to a place like Canada and then you start looking with like, you keep an open mind to things, and then you talk to people and you start meeting people and you start asking questions. There are definitely boundaries and rules for open relationships that I'm learning too, because in my mind it's like, how can this be open? Like, what do you do? Like, do you tell them before you sleep with someone, or do you like? So I'm discovering all these things, and I'm like, wow, okay, so this is actually something that works for some people, and this is something that people have chosen to adapt as a way of being. Instead of cheating and lying and sneaking around and pretending, they are just very honest about their dealings and how they feel. You know, do you want a third party in your relationship? I've heard so many models. I'll give you an example. So I've seen people that are in an open relationship, and it's like, you can do stuff, but I don't want to know the particular person. You can just tell me you're doing stuff, and then there are rules like, oh, it can't be someone we both know, and it can't be in our bed, and you know, like, there are these things, and I'm like, okay. You know, so these are things, and these people are living like together. They are. So everybody.
So far, your discovery, do you think is something you can?
I've not discovered that far yet.
Fair enough.
The Nigerianness is
I've not discovered that far yet. And honestly, it's not a lot of black girls that are able to, or black people, let me not even just say girls, even the guys too. It's not a lot of black people that are able to subscribe to this thing. So what I found is, we say something and we want something else. And a lot of it is based on people's perception of us, or
that validation, what
and
they
culture
feel is accepted,
and family, and what we think is accepted and good and stuff. So a lot of us are not bold or courageous enough to just
say how you're actually feeling, right? Like,
and exactly deal with those feelings that you're having. A lot of us say something else. They're like, oh, I want one man. I'm like, but you're here. Every weekend you're on the app. You're looking for something else. You're always looking for, like, what do you want? So a lot of us, we rather keep up with that image And that, like he said, some people will be in marriages for 20. I know people that they'll be together for years and they're not having any romantic relationship with their other half. And what are you really doing? Like, you're just trying to keep up appearances and look happy, but deep down you're not. It's like fake validation. People say, oh, they are a very happy couple and all, and it doesn't mean anything to you because you're not really happy. Deep down you're sad, deep down you're lonely, deep down you're depressed. Like, why would you want to live like that all your life? Like, I'd rather be authentic and be honest about my dealings and my feelings than to just put up a farce and let people think I'm happy while I'm not. I'd rather people think I'm bad and I'm terrible, while deep down I'm really, really, really like happy.
Okay. So to end the conversation, I just want to ask, for the beautiful ladies that may watch you guys today, what kind of ladies are you looking for? What's your preference? What kind of ladies are you looking for in their personality or looks? Are you able to because I know that men are usually moved by what they see, but it's like human no, I guess, but some women are apparently it's easier for women to not always be so. And that's why I say apparently, right? It's apparently. I use the word apparently because that's what society tells us, that men are usually moved by what they see. So can you say that are you set on this woman must be beautiful, or can she just have a beautiful soul and not be so beautiful on the outside and you'll be alright with it? Now she's not going to be ugly on the outside though, but she's not going to be like, Agbani Derek Babi, Miss World.
Kim Kardashian or Nicki Minaj.
She will not be like all the hair, but
can she be
like, can she be Beyonce? What do you mean? Beyonce is Queen B. What do you mean? She's the highest. She's the highest. So yeah, what's your preference? What are you looking for? So that the ladies watching this can know and know if they should shoot their shots.
That was not the plan of this meeting, but ahead.
But just in case. Just shoot in case.
I personally, I don't talk about what sometimes I wonder if I even know what I really am attracted to. But one thing I tell people is this. Personally, I don't walk around with x-rays and scanners. I can't see what is on the inside without seeing what is on the outside. So I obviously would like what is on the outside.
To the outside first.
What is on the outside, he wants me to go and see what is on the inside. So I'm honest with myself. I look at someone, and if there is some form of physical attraction based on what I see, that would be the leap of faith I need to go, say hi. Like, obviously everybody likes what they like, right? And people like big, small, thin, tall. If I see someone, it could be anything. It could just be the way they smile. It could be the way they talk. It could be their intelligence. It could be.
Like
Tony, go to the point. You're talking too much. Which one is she? I don't carry scanners. Who carries scanners? Nobody carries a scanner.
Some people want us to see what is on the inside.
The devil's advocate.
Say what you like. I prefer. My preference is tall, skinny girls, or I prefer voluptuous girls. There's nothing wrong with having.
I prefer girls that have their own money, independent.
No one carries a scanner. I don't like short men.
Can allow me relax and take care of me.
So.
Wait,
that way you want
you don't like short
to take
men.
care of you.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. So if you saw a short man at all, you will never, and they came to say hi to you, how would you respond?
Because I'm a responsible human being, I'll say hi. I feel like you have to have conversations with anybody, right?
And then what if you discover them and they were nice, like internally?
Yes, and that's what I'm saying. And you know what? Let me not say I don't like short men.
Exactly.
No. I take accountability. My preference is for taller people, right? And
it's not that she cannot fall for a short man.
I won't fall for a short man. Let me speak for myself.
But it can happen. It can happen.
Yes, I'm open
eventually.
I will have conversations with anybody. I'm not the kind of person that will say, please, I'll talk to anyone because I want to talk and know people's minds and be challenged as a human being, right?
No.
So if everything else, matches up, then physicality in the grand scheme of things means nothing, because anything can happen. People can lose their sight, their limbs, or just anything could happen, right?
Sure.
So we know that if you're not shallow, I mean, we do have shallow thoughts sometimes, but in the grand scheme of things, all these things we're saying are just preferences. They're not set in stone.
True.
You know, that's what I think. So what's your preference? That's the question.
For the ones that are not set in stone. That are preference, like, you know, it will be ideal, the ideal situation, ideal woman. If you can still think, Tony, Jesse. I don't even
know. That's the question. That's the answer.
Well,
right now.
For me, tall, happy girl will be fine. I just need somebody who is happy. I need somebody who is happy. I like tall women, good shoulders, pretty face. You know, I mean, for me, pretty is very wide, right? Because it could just be the eyes I like, and for me that's pretty enough, and it makes it my.
Why are you smiling? Why is she giggling? This girl is just something else.
No, because I was telling her that I can just like somebody's.
Let me share something with you. Why I believe so much that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. A mine was telling me about his very beautiful girlfriend, and honestly, I don't want to say he exaggerated it. And that was the first time I really believed that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Because when I saw the girl that he had talked about, that he had worshipped, like, let me say it wasn't my kind of beauty, right? Because I don't want to use any other word apart from that. You know, so for me, it could just be the eyes. I love pretty eyes a lot. I love face, you know, tall, you know. And then apart from that, like it's
continue, please. Don't let me distract you.
You're obviously very distracting. Obviously.
With my pretty eyes.
She's obviously very distracting.
I like just at least it's more
you got pretty eyes.
For people that say I'm still discovering myself.
I used to tease
not one person.
I used to tease some of the friends I have that were not really tall. So I used to be like, you're not even up to my shoulder. So I'm just helping you, and we'll just laugh about it. But generally, I like tall women. You know.
And a tall woman shall you find.
Amen.
Yes,
Amen.
tall happy woman.
We don't talk ministry.
Please, how tall are you? I beg, let the ladies know. How tall are you?
I'm 5'11".
That's tall.
An inch of 6. So if I get 5'10", 5'9", but if you're 5'5", for the sake of humanity, you can apply. I'll see what I can do.
Hey, just call my height and say he'll be it's okay. It's all right. You just call my height, like spam and say I'll pity you. Tony, please, how tall are you?
I'm 6'6".
Wow.
This guy reached my ceiling. I will soon show that your video. I will come up with it as a follow-up to this video. So that the girls can know what's happening.
I don't know. I find, for me personally, I think what I've found that makes me want to like turn my neck is I like confident people. And I love
it shows in their aura, right? It comes in their
aura. I like confident people. I like people that are classy, sassy, people that like when they step in, you know that they are here. I don't like quiet, naive, like you're just trying to get by, you're just trying to hide in the no. I want
you like it, and when you find it and
you appreciate
quote unquote keep it. I'm just gonna use that word. You're not going to diminish it, because at a point when people think that's what they like, it becomes
they want to like control it.
No. It's a thing of pride for me. Like I'm
you
with
want
this
to
person,
show off this person,
and
like,
everybody's like, wow.
She commands the room, right? She walks in and she commands the room. It will be sweeting your life. I like that.
That's what I want. Like I want someone that is like, this one is just mad.
So do you like
I'm not saying that that's the kind of person I have to be with, but I'm saying that that's what makes me turn. Like these are the kind of girls like if they step in, I'm like, okay. And there's this thing about like when a girl knows she's pretty and she carries herself well, like she's not just, I don't want to say she's proud, but like she walks confidently, she talks smartly, she's like the aura, you just know that no, this one did not start today.
So what was I going to say? So she don't mind if she has small breast and small bum bum.
Now you don't mind. That's a preference.
Because
Because it's like asking a guy, you don't mind if she has big breasts and big nyash. That's the way she put it.
That's the preference. That's the preference. So you want her to have? You prefer?
as long as the confidence is there, you don't mind. You don't mind her height.
I really don't mind the rest of the
Just
things.
in
If she's
height, that breast in height.
You just imagine a 5'5" with this 6'6" guy. You know, and that's what they usually like. They come
she
like small girls.
she wear high,
carry and spin.
she wear 6 inches.
She have to wear 6 inches.
She'll be catwalking in 6 inches for sure. She'll be able to catwalk in 6 inches. So
I mean,
like,
you guys like tall girls, right? And I mean, I feel like tall girls, depend on the body size. If it's a skinny girl, the likelihood of her being not flat, but not big in front and back, I mean, is there. But if you like rounder girls, you find that she's more.
Because of the center of gravity is lower.
Exactly.
these ones are just mad.
I'm saying the truth.
Anyway,
You are saying your truth.
it was very fantastic. I wish we could just go.
You are
on
saying
and
your
keep
truth,
gisting.
not the truth.
I wish we could just keep gisting, but you two
Yeah.
don't know what gisting. Because
I
you're
beg
saying
you.
too long. But yeah, it's been interesting. We have to come back and talk about. Now I have some guys. I can always come to my guys for some male perspective on some random topics that we would like.
No wahala. No wahala. We got you. We got you.
Thank you, Jerry.
It's nice.
It's
All
nice
right,
meeting you
bye.
all.
What's your name again? I forget your name.
You didn't forget. I said my name. My name is Ice Cream.
Wow.
Be nice.
Say the truth.
Wow.
Say the truth.
But that's not what people call me. My name is Ifoma.
But they call you ice cream.
What
That's
flavor? Vanilla
like
or
Monica.
What's
I
your
will send this stack out to your house.
please?
No,
What flavor? What flavor is the ice
It's
cream?
not
What
just
flavor is
chocolate.
the ice cream?
It's
I
like
will send this stack out to your house.
chestnut chocolate cookie cream.
I
Oreo.
don't like chocolate ice cream, but because I'm chocolate, my complexion, I just say chocolate
Chestnut
ice cream.
chocolate cookie cream.
Ice cream.
There's no
Ice
problem.
cream.
I'll send this stack out to your house.
Is there Oreos inside
But
this?
my favorite flavor. If you guys want to send me ice cream, I like.
No, you said they call you ice cream. So we'll send this stack out to come and pick you up.
And bring you to deliver you to them. They want to eat some ice cream.
We are lickers now. We are ice cream lickers.
Is it?
They want to eat and lick ice cream.
Is it main course? Is it main course or dessert? Which one? If your ice cream want to eat like this.
But it's a filling dessert. It can be all.
Right?
It's
Not
filling.
lie.
You men are sports. You're not children of God.
Chika is bad. Chika is even the one instigating it. Chika is very bad.
And I know that people already saw her height from the mirror, so.
I've seen her height in real life, not from the mirror. Don't worry.
Where have you seen her?
Never mind.
Hey, this Sonia.